That works for me.
Hey, this is Craig with SocialSurvey, and I am sitting with Tom Galucci. Tom is Vice President of the Mortgage Collaborative. Tom, how you doing today?
Doing great, Craig. How about yourself?
Fantastic. I'm in California at our corporate offices. You can see some of our team behind me, and I see you're working at your luxurious home office.
That's the Midwest regional headquarters of the Mortgage Collaborative.
Exactly. Um, we were chatting recently at a conference, and you said some things about SocialSurvey, and I thought, wow, it would be awesome if you could just repeat those on video for me. Without further ado, could you share with me your thoughts on SocialSurvey and how it's been integrated into the Mortgage Collaborative?
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. With the Mortgage Collaborative, we have more than 65 preferred partner relationships, and by far the partnership with SocialSurvey has been one of the most successful partnerships that we've experienced. A little bit less than 2 years working together. TMC is more than 25 lender members that have partnered with SocialSurvey, and I think it's just really a testament to the reputation management tools that SocialSurvey is allowing our lender members to leverage and really help them, create a better borrower experience, which is what we're all within the mortgage industry trying to do.
Yeah, I think the number is closer to 30, by the way, but it's a moving target, so it's always going up.
Right.
Now, have you gotten any specific feedback from any of the customers who are using our tool?
Yeah, they're just, I could go, I've got a few different testimonials that you can see on the preferred partner landing page for SocialSurvey on TMC's website, as well as I know you guys post plenty of those through SocialSurvey's site as well. But I think the consistent feedback I hear from our lender members is just how positive the experience has been for them to be able to use the tools that you're providing at SocialSurvey to, not only promote the positive feedback that the borrowers are experiencing in promoting the lender company itself, but also the originating LO. And from our perspective and the perspective of our lender members, it just seems to be a no-brainer to work with SocialSurvey when you can leverage the positive experience of your borrower and then be able to promote, the originator who's creating more happy borrowers.
Yeah.
And, have the opportunity as well to interact with customers throughout the borrowing experience, to tackle any issues they may be having and, really turn over a potential negative experience at the end of the day into a really positive one.
Yeah, player integration is an important part of our platform. The loan officers have to be involved to get the high response rates, and if you have high response rates, then it's self-prophecy. High response rates means that they care about the surveys because it's coming in every time or every other time, about 50% completion, and so you change as a loan officer, you change your behavior and the way you treat your customers, knowing that every one of them is going to get a survey. There are survey platforms that don't get those loan officers involved, and so they don't even know. They unless there's a terrible, terrible review, they didn't even know that the customers were getting surveyed.
Right, and it's such a vital touch point. You hit the nail on the head. You have to have the originator involved because you can have the originator, their team of assistants and processors working hand in hand with the borrower. And if that firsthand experience isn't positive and the loan officer is not focused on making it positive, it maintains just a transactional type relationship where you have the opportunity to build a bond and in turn create future business through different opportunities with that particular borrower or, the people around them and their communities that they're talking to.
Yeah, the realtors that may have referred that customer over to you, if they're getting word that the service is not there, then those referrals may dry up, right? They have options, and unfortunately, all of the people in the mortgage industry are facing pressure from large, quote-unquote, online lenders who have massive advertising budgets. And so the smaller lenders, the kinds of companies that would be members of the Mortgage Collaborative, they're having a hard time competing against that But what they've got to do is they've got to mix technology with a very personal, hands-on approach to give the customer a great experience. You know, they have to think about it
Yeah.
like Disney World. Everything about the experience is thought out, right? From the moment you get on the campus, the shrubbery is clipped perfectly, the grass is the right height, the parking lots are immaculate, the trams are running, you know, whatever method you're getting into the park, it's all part of the experience. And I think lenders need to do the same thing. And then the only way to know if the experience that they're putting forth is working is to survey their customers and get feedback.
Absolutely. No question. I mean, we see more and more borrower-centric tools out there utilizing technology. But at the end of the day, the borrower still wants to be able to not only utilize those tools, but be able to have that recurring conversation with their loan officer, you know, have that human contact, and be put at peace of mind with, you know, any questions or issues they may be facing. And, you know, using SocialSurvey tools to be able to, you know, not only capture but leverage that feedback, you know, can only benefit the lender in the long run as far as driving business and driving positive experiences.
Okay, well, I appreciate you spending a moment with me. I know you're busy. What should anyone who's watching this video who may not know about TMC know?
Well, if you haven't heard about the Mortgage Collaborative already, I mean, a national network of more than 135 lenders, small and mid-sized IMBs and depositories, and then a robust preferred partner network of more than 65 companies working throughout the mortgage life cycle to help, you know, improve execution, you know, reduce costs onto you, and like we do with SocialSurvey, create a better borrower experience. You know, beyond that, for the lenders, definitely a ton of networking and interactive tools through TMC and different groups to help you, you know, kind of pick the brains of your peers within the industry, and all of us collectively work together, you know, to generate business, make happy borrowers, and thrive into the future.
Yeah, semi-annual conferences are also important because then you get that face-to-face with some of your peers, and you'll find people who have similar organizations, opposite sides of the country. You don't compete against each other, and you'll sit down, you'll go to lunch, or you'll join a collab, and you'll literally peel back all of the edifice, and you'll share how you run your business with somebody else, and they'll say, this is fantastic, but let me show you what we're doing, and you'll learn and you'll get better from it. And I know because I've spoken to some of the people that have participated in those collabs, and those are probably worth the price of admission all by themselves. And then, of course, the discounts that vendors like ourselves offer also means you'll save money. I mean, probably what you spend on membership in the Mortgage Collaborative should be a 3 or 4 or 5 or 10-fold return if you get involved with the organization. Don't just join and write a check, but show up at the events and participate in a collab and jump on a couple of webinars.
Yeah, Craig, it's so well said. I couldn't agree more. You know, we're not necessarily interested in, you know, having organizations join just to stroke a check and put their logo up. We want truly engaged companies that want to get together. You know, the conferences are a great environment to kind of let your guard down, explore what, you know, a lot of fascinating companies are doing, not only on the lender side, but on the vendor side that can help you improve your operation and respect execution and reduce costs moving forward, which is something that we're all proactively trying to do in an increasingly heavy purchase market.
All right, last question. Game one's
Sure.
tonight. What's gonna happen? I'm here in the San Francisco Bay Area. People are saying it's going to be Warriors in 4. LeBron in 8 and 7. I mean.
Yeah, right. The Cleveland optimism says maybe the gentleman sweep in 5 games, but and never count LeBron James out of a series. So I'm saying Cavs sneak one out tonight, but I think your Warriors take it at the end of the day.
Okay. Wow. That's a really brutally honest fan.
Real optimist.
All right. Hey, have a great one. All right. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, you too, Craig.
Bye-bye.